draped a large Buddhist flag outside her window, and then the flag is a statue of the Buddha with a swastika on its belly. And some students think that it's hate, and so they get together and they see the meeting of students and they protest the presence of this flag as a symbol of hate. But then further citing the school's handbook, they called for a meeting of the discipline committee. They read out to the dean the words of the school handbook. Any racial, ethnic, or sexist abuse, physical or verbal, is regarded as a serious disciplinary offense. So clearly, these students see the placing of the flag as a hateful action. And the dean bringing in the student who has hung the flag, and then she claims her innocence and saying that the flag is a symbol of her religion. And she claims that the flag is not intended as a symbol of hate. And yet she continues, she maintains her right to hang the flag as part of her freedom of expression. And it is her window and it is her flag.
Which one are you guys? Keep the flag. Take the flag down. All right, who wants to start? Bless you. Let's start. Stephanie, go first.
So it's written that Brooke Valley prides itself on its sense of community. And Macmillan and Chavis define sense of community as a feeling that members have of belonging, a feeling that members matter to one another and to the group, and a shared faith that members' needs will be met through their commitment to be together. So I think Brooke Valley should make the students feel belong, and the flag shouldn't be treated as like a hateful action.
Shouldn't.
So the first people to report this is the students. So the students, of course, obviously think this is a hate, as our symbol means love, but in other people's minds, it's hate. Because, people have used this symbol to demonstrate hate and stuff. So when other people think it's hate, they will think it's okay to hang their own hate because there's people doing it. This will make them more confident in hanging showing and expressing their hate.
So Michelle and Josh.
This is not a symbol of hatred. The students are taking it the wrong way. This is actually a symbol of a religion. And they might think it as hatred is because the Nazi, they borrowed the symbol and flipped it around, so they're not exactly the same, they just look similar. And they might take it as an offense. Well, this display has to be, and display has to be directed at a person or people, a group of people, to be sued as offensive. It's not toward any of the students. It's just a symbol.
But if the general community feels like it's something of hate, then they should take it down, because if the school prides itself on its sense of community, there's, that symbol is up there because the community doesn't like it.
The flag is a symbol of her religion, and actually the symbol is just symbolizes the auspicious footprints of the Buddha. And I think that if you want to take the flag down, it's kind of a racism to her religion.
So adding on to what Josh said, the general public takes it as an offense, and that's probably because a lot of people's families died in World War II. And what would you feel like if you know that your grandpa, you never saw him before because he was the one who died for his country in World War II, and the reason of his death was because some Nazis killed him, and now you just see that symbol hanging around. I'm pretty sure no one will like that.
Just to clarify as well.
well, it's not the same symbol, and just because it looks similar does not make it the same thing. It definitely doesn't clarify as a purposeful and intentional hate or abuse against those students.
Well, the flag doesn't have to be taken down just like completely. She can still have it, but I think it would be better if she just had it in her own room so she could just look at it herself. She doesn't need to like have it out for everybody to see, especially if now she knows that it's causing a lot of like disruption between everybody.
Yeah, then Michelle.
Okay, we understand that this means something good in their religion, but to people's common sense, this means hate. We can't just like call a school meeting and just, okay, everyone, this means love, not hate. And when you walk, and this is, okay, this flag is visible, like when they go by the door, on the way to the gym, on the way to the, it's visible basically in a lot of places and basically everywhere. So if you told like the whole school this is hate, this is not hate, this is love, this is a good thing. Not everyone will remember that, and it's a really hard thing to deal with, and the best solution is just take down the flag, hang it in your room.
I mean, everyone has the freedom of expression in the U.S. And why should she be blamed for other people misunderstanding what the symbol means? And I checked a law in the U.S. that the Nazi flag, the symbol, the Nazi swastika, is not banned in the U.S. But even though like her symbol is different from the Nazis, but even if it is the Nazis one, it's not banned.
Adding to Michelle's point, so actually, everyone should respect each other's religion, and also the swastika sign is a good symbol of auspiciousness and good luck before 1930, and it's believed by the Western. And in Hinduism, it means prosperity and good luck. So actually, like you have actually blamed someone like for other people misunderstanding what it actually means. It's their fault because they misunderstand it.
Well, if it was the Nazi flag, maybe it isn't banned in the U.S., but at this specific school it is banned because it's a hate symbol, and hate was it was banned at the school. And then, here you go.
This is not a hate symbol, it just looked like one of the hate symbols. But it's actually a symbol that brings you fortune and luck. It's a love symbol.
But you can't change others' opinions based on one sentence. You can't just say, oh, okay guys, it's not a big deal. This means love, not hate. You can't just change someone's opinion based on one sentence.
Well, because it's true, actually, from the Indus Valley civilization of Mesopotamia all the way around the 1930s, it was commonly known as a good symbol. I mean, it's in the 1930s did it become stigmatized in the West by Nazi association. So all the way before that, actually, it was found in archaeological remains of the Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamia, and in early Byzantine and Christian artwork. So it's been around for a lot longer than the commonly more hateful version of it.
Yeah, so we provide a better solution by putting it in her room. She can still keep it, she can still look at it, but just don't let other people look at it. So what if there's like a visitor coming into the school? You can't just like be in the front of school and just say, warning, there's gonna be a flag, it means love, not hate. You can't really do that to everyone, every single person. Not every single person has the ability to understand that this is a religion, not hate.
Well, she actually, oh sorry, Keegan has a thought.
Well, all you really have to do is just show them the differences. It's really not that hard because there's a clear difference between the Nazi symbol and the symbol that she made. If, like, you can change people's minds, and if they don't want their mind to be changed, then that's just their fault. They're just being really ignorant. Like, it is a symbol for religion, not the Nazis.
I guess this kind of goes back to the trolley problem. Is one person more important than five? So this one person wants to paint this flag, but by painting this flag, the whole school is related and the whole school is affected by this flag?
Well, the Aryans were people from India, and they invented the symbol, and then Adolf Hitler thought he was Aryan, so they have the same roots. And then also, like, if she just turned the flag facing herself, it would, like, so she doesn't wave it around at all the people who are offended by it, so then nobody's offended. Like, I feel like if it's very visible, it can offend everybody who has an association with it. And they didn't choose to have an association with it, they just do, and they can't help it. Maybe they were affected by it.
Why should she take the blame? She has the freedom of expression, and that's her own religion. And most of all, that symbol doesn't represent hatred. It represents love and all the good stuff. Why should she be blamed for others' fault? The others are the people who misunderstood what the symbol means. And they're thinking negatively. They just think that it's a bad thing, but it's actually good.
Actually, to add on to what Michelle said, physically it's a different symbol as well. I mean, if the majority of people said that a square was a triangle, does that change that? Does that make it a triangle? No, it's still a square. So, I mean, when you're thinking about that, I don't think it should be taken down.
And also, adding on, actually it's written right here, it's her window, so she actually has the right to put whatever is on her window, because it's actually hers.
But she doesn't own the window, it's the school.
Yeah, but like, it's still her room. So
But she has to follow the school's rules, because it's the school's window. You can buy this window from the school, but it's the school's window.
Maya, Josh, the next question.
It's not recognized as the Nazis flag. It says that it was a statue of Buddha with the swastika on his belly, so you would know that that's a religion and it's not a symbol of hate.
Back to what Sam said, the only reason a square isn't a triangle is because the majority of people decided that a square wasn't a triangle. So, like, it's the same thing in the first place. If the majority of people decide that that's a hate symbol, then it's a hate symbol.
But I mean, there's already a definition for that symbol. You cannot change that. The majority of people is just misunderstanding what that symbol means. But the definition is always there. Just like in the dictionary, you have the definition of the word ignorance means you're not knowing stuff. But probably some people will think that it's just the state of ignoring stuff. But that doesn't change the fact that the word has like its own definition. The definition doesn't change because the majority is understanding it the wrong way.
Okay, how do you guys change everyone's opinion?
By showing the facts.
It's
By telling them to go on the internet.
It's still going to be misunderstood by the majority because when you pass by, you're not going to spend so much time looking at every one person's windows. So when you pass by, this symbol passes your eye. You can't look at it exactly, but when you see it, you're going to mistake it by the hate symbol.
If you can see that small flag on her window, then why don't you just put like a bigger sign, a sign that's bigger than the symbol, right next to it, explaining that this is a symbol of love, not hatred.
And she doesn't have the time for it. It's her choice.
Why wouldn't she?
It's her freedom of choice.
Yeah, but also there's a statue of the Buddha on it, and it wouldn't really make sense to have the Nazi symbol on the Buddha. So I think people probably would assume that it doesn't mean Nazi if there's a Buddha right there.
You think it doesn't make sense. We think it doesn't make sense, but the students doesn't. That's the whole point. We're not in that school. They are.
Looking at a virtue point, so actually, people have to respect each other's religion, and you can't actually like blame the girl because like she just that like religion. So everyone has to respect each other. Thank you.
Just a response to Keegan. So I don't think people would just assume that, oh, it's okay because it's on the Buddha. But they're going to see that it looks very similar to a swastika symbol, and it's just flipped around. They're still going to associate it with Nazis.
Andre?
Like this is responding to Jasmine's thing, like although like it's respecting her religion that she hangs up the flag and like everyone should respect it, but she should also respect like the other people's opinion and how they think about this flag.
Well, it's sort of like, it's not respecting anyone there, like if you're Jewish, then it's not respecting your religion to put up an offensive symbol.
Okay, adding on to Ava, who has time to search up what this symbol means? People might not even know what it's called, but they know this symbol of hate.
If you don't have the time to search it up, and you have the time to look at that, why don't you just put a sign next to it saying, this is not the Nazi symbol, this is different?
Should she have to explain her religion to other people?
She can.
Or should she have to?
She doesn't have to, but she can.
But if she doesn't, that makes the whole thing.
But like, it's people, they're misunderstanding her. She's not doing anything wrong, she's just misunderstood by the others.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to explain it. She can just simply take the flag, put it in her own room where no one else can see it.
So I'm curious, does anything change if this girl has a roommate and her roommate is Jewish and lost her grandfather in a concentration camp?
And it does, because like this camp again prides itself on a sense of community. And like if you're like you have to accept people, and like if like something goes like against your religion and like you feel very emotional, like bad about it or something, and like maybe it needs like really like it has great like deep meaning to you, then like you should probably respect your roommate and like you can switch roommates, but like you probably can, but like that's just like to be a better person you should probably just hide it away and just respect it.
They're two different symbols, they're not the same. One are the
The majority of people, again, the
But
majority of people.
you have, no, but you don't, well, at this point, you don't have to explain it to everyone, you just have to explain it to your roommate. That doesn't take a lot of time.
Explaining it to
Yeah,
your roommate might not be
that
enough.
we just
Yeah.
proved our point to put it in
And
her.
like this has.
Then what about everyone else?
affected
Do they
too.
no longer matter just because you have this roommate? You don't have to prove to anyone else that like everyone did their opinions that it's like terrible. It was invalid.
What if there's no Jewish people?
What ifs?
Going back to what Josh Johnson said about the majority of the people not knowing what it meant, that's the majority of people who, going back to what we said at the beginning of the 2 weeks, that's the majority of people in the cave. Would you take the time to bring them out, or just leave them in the dark and not really care about what they think, because it's your own religion, and they're not part of that religion, so they don't really have to understand the fact that this is something that you believe in.
But how do you know they're gonna accept what's outside of the cave? Like, it just because it can be explained to them, it might still just be like uncomfortable for them. Or just a bit, like they just don't like it. Even if it's technically not offensive, it probably makes them feel like, I don't know, like people don't care what is offensive to them.
So would it make a difference if someone tried to hang up this flag in like 1948, right after the war?
Yes, very much.